5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Completes it to the fullback Ham. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Now Cousins.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The Vikings had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First down. Here's Cousins. Flush to his right.
He lets one go deep for Addison. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll swing this out to Toney.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 3rd and 3.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there
4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This from 42 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A good rip by Pacheco. And you have to go back to 1990 with Johnny Johnson with the Cardinals to find a rookie 7th rounder with more rushing yards than he had last season. The 251st pick out of Rutgers took over to KC backfield with 830 yards in 2022.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have any.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very 1st quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Going right back to Akers. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Cousins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Open man is Osborne.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They go play action. Cousins. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll throw again. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne from 3 yards out, and the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjust? That's caught at the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Akers is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. In motion goes the tight end.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
3rd and 3.
The slot man in motion right. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. That'll be caught by James. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And again, it's Mahomes.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd down, Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Oh, wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On play action, Cousins.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half, Cousins. This is caught. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
A good-looking return set up here.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half. I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! Cam Akers with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that makes it a 17-10 score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Open man right side is Rice.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the Vikings 27-yard line.
And they'll run with Pacheco.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Completes it to the fullback Ham. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
A first down throw for Cousins. Powers through him. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
Throwing, Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be brought down with 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2.
To throw it is Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Cousins now on 2nd down.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Cam Akers
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Slot man moves right.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll swing this out to Tony.
And he's got this down to the 35. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Mahomes to throw it.
This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Mahomes.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Caught, Kelce, left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. They got spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now 1st and goal. Here's Pacheco.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Butker now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's 1st down. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw. Incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Now Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this is taken in at the 5. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. Tension building. Here's Greg Joseph.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Minnesota, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.